y'all, it's your girl Sequoia. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. Based off the title, we are going to be doing what is called the soap brow. I don't know if you guys can relate. I'm pretty sure most of you can. Sometimes you just have thinner eyebrows, and I think it's fun to be able to create different eyebrow looks. As you guys are aware, the eyebrow frames the shape of your face, and if you're doing more of a dramatic look, maybe you would want a fuller brow. So I'm here today to show you guys how to achieve that look. They are very full, fluffy, light, which is what I'm going for, and I do enjoy. Before we jump into the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know your thoughts. Without further ado, let's just get into it. If you hear my stomach grumbling, I apologize. I'm super hungry, but I'm going out with a friend in about 48 minutes to be exact, and I'm gonna eat when I go out. So I've already went ahead and done this eye off camera just so we could do a compare and contrast on the eyebrow. And as you can see, like normally if I'm doing like a regular eyebrow, I would just kind of just brush them in the same direction, but more so just kind of like this and then fill them in. So if you look between this one not done and this one that I've already done on camera, you can just see that this is a more natural and kind of fuller eyebrow. And then I went underneath the bottom and I kind of highlighted just really, how can I say, maybe intensely. So it looks like a lot cleaner and just more well put together. So we're just gonna go ahead and start on this eye. Please ignore my hair. I need to take it out, but I've been procrastinating. So if it looks a little funny or my edges look a little weird, they are. I'm gonna start off with a bar of soap. Don't mind the nastiness, it's from my spoolie. You don't wanna use anything that has color to it because you'll probably end up with like blue eyebrows or red eyebrows or whatever. If you know it for a fact that it's colored but clear, like you're not gonna have like any residue or any colored residue on your eyebrow, it's fine. So this is just a regular bar of dial soap. It's yellow. And then I'm gonna be using this iconic London Prep Set Mist to apply into the soap to kind of create that mixture that we need to apply on the eyebrow. You can use water if you prefer, but setting spray is really all the same. And then for spoolie, you want to use something that is skinny. You don't want to use anything flat. For example, I wouldn't really recommend a spoolie like this because it's a little bit thicker, and I just feel like a thinner spoolie is maybe a little bit easier to work with. If you're wondering, this is the NYX Microbrow Pencil, and that's the spoolie on the other end that I'll be using. So you're gonna spray your mist or your water into your soap, and then you're gonna want to kind of just rub you're gonna just wanna rub the spoolie into it. Now you wanna be careful not to pick up too much. You want like a decent consistency. So you want it to be still thick and not runny enough that it's gonna start sudding up as you put it on your eyebrow. So you're just gonna rub back and forth into it and then kind of do like a twisting motion to get like the excess off, and then that's what the excess looks like on the side. And then just pick up, like a little bit on the brush, right? So then you're going to start just pushing the brows up, essentially, into whatever shape it is that you desire. And as I'm doing this, I'm ensuring to like turn the spoolie, so I'm making sure all the brow gets product on it. Because you don't want to rub in one spot and then there's no product and you're still rubbing it through. Just make sure you turn it as you use it to ensure that the whole brow is being coated with the soap. I don't have thick eyebrows, but if you're somebody with thick eyebrows and you find that the soap isn't pushing up the brows to your liking, you can also just go directly up like this to get the more stubborn hairs. But my eyebrows are pretty thin, so I'm good. So once you brush them up, they're gonna look like this. What I like to do is just wait a little bit so that soap dries down a little bit, and then I'll go in one more time and push them up, and then we'll go from there. So I'm just gonna let it dry for maybe a minute or two and then continue. Once I've let that dry, I'm just gonna go back in one last time. And for me, the brows towards the ending of my brow are a little bit more stubborn than these, which are perfect. I'm just gonna mostly focus on the outer portion of my brow. But once you have them, you know, pushed up to your desired liking, I'm then gonna go right over the top and kind of just make it look a little bit nicer. And just kind of like lay the hair down. You still want them to be up, but you know, not so like rough looking, if that makes sense. I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit. Just kind of like move the hairs how you like them. And then you are going to be filling in the brow too, so keep that in mind. If you push your eyebrow hairs up and you see you have like some sparse areas, no worries, we're going to go in with product and fix that. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like this. If I nitpick too much, they're most likely going to get messed up. The next step is to basically go in with products. Now you have, being that you use soap and soap can go left quickly, you want to be careful with the product you use. So you want to use something that's wax based or powder, because powder will avoid, you know, like the sunning of the soap, or, you know, just if there's any moisture. I don't have any powdered brow products, but I am going to use this NYX pencil just because it applies really well over the soap on my brow. And then I'm just gonna use my Dipbrow. I don't recommend this, but it gets the job done. So then I'm just gonna kind of go along the bottom and fill in the sparser areas. And then I like to add some hairs in the front. Just kind of messily add to this area. Then once I feel like I've done a good job with that, I'm just going to fix my brows a little bit, right? You want them to keep kind of like that same shape. And then I'm gonna go in with the Dipbrow. This is by Anastasia, and this is a, you know, brush 12, I believe. And then I'm not gonna go super harshly, but instead I'm gonna put product on the brush and just kind of sweep it into the hairs. So I don't want really any harsh lines, but I do want to fill in those more sparser and thinner areas. All right, so I filled them in. They're a little bit messy, so we're gonna clean them up just so I can get you know, a proper view, a proper idea of what they look like. I want to make sure I match them so they look, you know, as close to the same as possible. So I'm going to be going in with concealer now. This is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Custard, and then I just have this e.l.f. small angled brush, and I'm just going to dip into it. And I like this brush because it's kind of like a thin line, which is what I want. That's how I got this. So I'm gonna start towards the ending of my eyebrow and just underline this whole area. When doing the concealer, you want to make sure you keep the line as thin as possible. I know you can see towards the ending, the line is more thinner, and then here it's like a little bit more faint. So it leaves this area with a lot more product, which I like because it enhances my arch. So now that I've mapped out my brows and I feel like under here is as close to as much as I can get, I can tell based off of this eyebrow, I need a little bit more help in this area. So I'm gonna go in on the top in this area and just kind of fix it to match more of this one. All I'm gonna do is just take the NYX pencil because it is a small area, and I'm just gonna kind of, you know, put some color on top and kind of fill in that area or any other areas that look sparse. And you can kind of see it looks a little bit more like this one, but again, I am going to clean it up some more. I really like how they're coming along so far. I just feel like it looks like really natural and it makes my brows a lot more full. All right, so now I'm just gonna blend it out, and you wanna be careful when doing this. Take it from the bottom and just kind of bring it downwards into the eyelid. And I like this look because it kind of gives like the just got my eyebrows done type of look. It makes the under eye area look really clean, like a fresh wax or fresh threading, you know? Then I'm gonna do the real blending just to clean up this area. This is the Morphe R32 brush. I like this because it's really dense and it's good for blending. So I just like to kind of hold my eyebrow out a little bit and then just go in underneath and blend. I'll raise up my eyebrows and just get in there as close as I can. So here is blended out, but right up underneath the eyebrows still has, you know, some of that product to give that nice, fresh eyebrow, you know, look. All right, so once you've established all that, now I just kind of like to take a step back and analyze the brows to make sure they're as even and as close to each other as they can. So I know this one I could, you know, kind of fix up the arch a little bit more. Everything is finished, eyebrows are on. I went ahead and just did my hair, got dressed, so you guys can see the whole vision. The last step, I'm going to just completely set my face with this iconic London Prep Set Glow Mist. It does have some particles in it, some shimmer and shine, and I'm going out in the daytime, so I just kind of want a nice dewy glow to my skin. This is not the right blender for this, but I'm not going to get my other ones. So I'm just going to spray this all over my face, kind of pat it in, and it gives my skin a nice shine and nice glow. I thought it would be cute to apply some lashes more on the spikier side, just because I have more spiky and fluffier brows. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I just went ahead and put some bronzer around my eyes just to make the highlight underneath the brows stand out more. I really do love this look. The only thing I would say is I probably should work on trying to make the brow maybe a little bit more darker. I feel like maybe that would make it like stand out more, maybe look better and be more complementing with my hair, my lashes, and just everything overall. I think this look is just great for when you're wanting something different, something outside the norm, and just maybe a more fuller eyebrow look. I enjoyed this look. The soap is definitely a good idea and I do like it for this. The only thing that's gonna be fun and interesting to see is when I go outside, because I'm going to the mall with my friend. She's actually downstairs waiting on me. But we're going to the mall and it is hot outside, so I know when I sweat, I don't know what's gonna happen to the brow. But I will keep you guys updated and let you guys know. If you enjoyed this look or if you have any tips you'd like to share with me, go ahead and drop them down below. And on your way out, be sure to give me a big thumbs up, subscribe, join the family, and make sure you turn on the post notification bell so you can see more videos like this and, you know, get notified when I post. So I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.